Hey guys, welcome to my second video. Hopefully, this is my second one. We'll see. Today, I'm just going to be playing with some new makeup that I'm excited about playing with, namely this Fenty Beauty product. So I'll probably just be chatting and getting ready. So get ready along with me or keep watching. I get so caught up in the middle. So I never put my makeup on with my hair down. Hopefully I don't get makeup everywhere. We'll see. The first thing I'm going to do is prime. I don't really have a new primer. I have quite a few, so I keep them in here with my setting sprays. So I think I am going to go ahead and put a pore filling primer on. This is the Tarte Silk Canvas. It's a little mini size that I've been trying to work through. It's pretty close. I don't know if you can see the dent there, but it's substantial. I'm gonna get through this, but man, it lasts a long time. I typically actually use the e.l.f. one. This one, I do think that there's a bit of a difference like on the moisture level. I think that the Tatcha one does actually feel a little bit more like a moisturizer rather than just a pore filler. I've been trying to get better about using up the products that I have. I'm going to probably keep messing with my hair throughout the video because I don't like it in my face, but we're gonna deal with it. Since I already blow dried it, if I clip it back, my hair will like keep that crimp. So I'm going to leave it down and see if I can handle it. I typically like to prime my eyes at the same time that I prime my face, just because if I go in with my full base, I will end up like smearing primer into the concealer and it gets all goopy and gross. So I want a little bit of color down today because the product I want to use on my eyes is kind of sheer. So I'm going to go in with this Nars Tinted Smudge Proof eyeshadow base. I don't know how I feel about this product. I mean, it's fine. I'm mostly just like trying to use it up, but it's not like I'm not sure that I would repurchase it. I typically like to blend that out with a brush, and I'm using this brush. It's like a fluffy brush, but it doesn't have anything on it, so I don't know where I got it. Thinking of drowning in those blue eyes. I'm losing sight 'cause I am falling. I'm so deep down, and it's not a lie. And now I actually think I'm gonna go in. I like to typically do concealer before I put on my foundation, so I'm gonna go in with concealer next. So for the look I'm going for, I do want a brighter under eye, so I'm going to actually take the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade Medium Peach. When this first came out, I bought like 2 different colors just to see what like the hype was about because everyone was talking about it. I really enjoy it. I've actually already repurchased one color, the color that's actually closer to my shade. Right now I have so many concealers open that I haven't opened that one yet. I have a lot of like summer shades open, so they're much deeper than my actual skin tone, but I would like to use these up before I'm open another concealer. I like to spot conceal with this Tarte clay stick. It's their Tarte's waterproof concealer and I'm the shade Light. I usually take that and I just like to cancel out these like more blemishy areas. I like to do it with this color and not concealer because typically my concealers are brighter than my actual skin tone. I'm just blending that out. I'm not sure if you can tell on camera, but it's kind of clinging to some patches. That concealer might be a little bit past its expiration date. Just in case it looks a little bit splotchy, we're gonna fix it with the foundation. It'll be fine. I'm gonna take a little bit of the Auric Glow Lust in Selenite. Usually take like 1 pump. Not sure what happened. My camera just cut out. I put my foundations, the Glow Lust, and the Smashbox Primerizer all on a palette here. It looks like this. And then I'm just going to mix them all together. And the reason I do that is I just find that if I have multiple foundations, one being too dark, one being too light, one being too warm, one being too rosy, when you mix them all together, I can find my perfect shade. Mixing it with the Smashbox Primerizer just shears it out a little bit so it's not so foundation-y, And then now I've been mixing it with the Auric, and that's just kind of like a liquid highlighter, but kind of not. And so I mix all of those together, and it just makes for the most natural skin that I have been able to achieve. So I'm going to use a damp beauty blender. Well, this one's a Real Techniques. It's not a beauty blender. It's a sponge, and then just taking that and putting it all over my face. I can hide what this is. Yeah, I keep drowning in those blue eyes, and you can tell me all of your lies. I will put out all of the fire if it gets too dark. I think we're getting there. So not my ideal color, but what we will do, so I haven't done this in a while, but I would like to play with my newer makeup, and I keep gravitating towards creams recently. So I'm going to actually set my whole face, which I haven't done in a while, which will also, I think, help a little bit of this discoloration I have going on. But I'm going to set my entire face, and then we're going to use powder products for the rest of the video. So other YouTubers don't like it, but I hate having foundation on my lips, so I'm gonna go ahead and take that off. And I'm going to use the Milk Makeup Kush Lip Balm in Green Dragon. It's green, but there's no color to it. I like to put something moisturizing on my lips before I do my whole face, so then by the time I get to lips, they're moisturized. Okay, so I'm just gonna pat out the lines under my eyes and go in and set with powder. I'm using the Morphe E3 brush. Oh, that was too much powder. I always like dip in and tap off, but I didn't. I don't know. Don't ask me why. I was apparently going in with all the powder right away. If you're using powder products, I would suggest to set your face. That way, when you're putting powder on, it has a base to cling to that's not sticky. I feel like that's where people can go wrong with like blush, with bronzer, saying they don't like it because they don't know that if they just have wet foundation down and then like putting a powder on top of it, it's gonna like grab to certain areas and it could definitely look weird. For bronzer, I'm gonna take the Colourpop Coconut Beach. It's their Coconut Collection bronzer. This is what it looks like. Coconut Beach must be the color. It's pretty cool. When I'm more pale, I like to use this one or my Fenty Beauty one because a cooler bronzer I think looks better in the wintertime. It looks more natural for me at least. So I'm taking that on a Morphe E4 brush. And I know this is a blush brush, but this is what I like to use for bronzer. To me, I just can get the best chisel with it. And then just putting that on my forehead, right here on my cheeks, focusing it up here and not dragging it down too low, but keeping it up near my hairline. And I do go across like my whole forehead. I know some people don't do that. And I know I'm getting stuff in my hair. I'll fix it. This is why I don't like do my hair until after, because I don't know how people don't like get makeup all in their hair. And I also run it under my chin. I'm not going to take it down too low because the top I'm wearing, I don't want it to like get a brown rim along the top, but I do quite like this bronzer. It's definitely not my #1 go-to, but in the wintertime, it's a great option. And then I am going to take it along my nose, just do a little bit of nose contour. This is the Morphe M501 brush. I'm not like an expert at doing my nose. I literally just put it down the sides and on the bottom, so. And I watched a video where they said, I can't remember who it was, but said to make a little V with your nose instead of just rounding it. That's what I've been trying to do. This is the product I want to dig into, and I'm partially inspired by, I think it was Vogue was doing these celebrity like get ready with me things, and Rico Nasty did one, and she put this all over her face, and she was like the ultimate e-girl cutie, and I wanted to be that. So I don't really know that I'm going to transform myself into an e-girl today, but I am going to put this all over my face. And so this is kind of like the inspiration for today's look. I'm gonna take that. Oh gosh, I'm scared. Do I want to go straight in with this, or do I want another color down first? Yeah, I don't think I have a blush that's like this icy pink color, which is what I want. So we're just gonna do it. We're gonna go straight into it. I hate to sully the pan. Look at how pretty she is with these this little embossment on there. We're gonna do it. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna put this all over. I'm like hyping myself up. Okay, this is the Alamar Cosmetics brush. It's their complexion brush, but I'm going to put this on. So, oh my gosh, it is, yep. It's a highlighter, folks. It is a highlighter, but we've committed. We're going in. Oh my gosh. This is so funny because like I just know so many people would be like, what are you doing with your face? I already love it. This is so fun. Like, makeup is supposed to be fun, and I feel like a lot of times people like feel like they have to be sensible about it. I don't know. I don't think it needs to be sensible. You don't have to wear sensible makeup to be a sensible person. I think it's fun to put this everywhere. I'm gonna put a ton of it on my nose too. Highlighter as blush on my nose. People don't like blush, they don't like highlighter. I think it's cute. That's what I'm going for today. So I'm taking that on the Morphe Y16 brush, the color Sorbet. I'm not sure if my camera cut out, but then I'm just gonna run that in my crease just as to have something down and to kind of like blend that up without going highlighter to my brow bone. So this video is a mess so far. My storage ran out on my card. So I think I'm going to use the Patrick Ta Soap Brows today. This is the shaping wax and I use the tinted one. This is the color. I'm going to attempt to use it and I'm going to attempt to do like the laminated brow thing. So we'll see. You can see me struggle with this. I'm going to spray a little bit of Fix Plus. This is the e.l.f. Lash and Brow Wand. I'm pretty sure I bent it so it looked like this, but I'm just going to spray some MAC Fix Plus on it. So I've tried this soap brow trend and it doesn't seem to like work well for me. We'll see. I don't know if I'm like not doing it right or if my eyebrows are just like, we're not doing that, because that could totally be it too. But I kind of brushed them up and then I didn't know that a lot of the people whose brows I was admiring were actually like laminating their brows. So I didn't really know what that, was. I know that people like talked about it, but I didn't know what it was. And it's essentially just pressing your brows down. You just take the other half and then just kind of press those hairs down. I've pressed them down. I'm going to fill them in now. I'm thinking I want like more of an emollient brow product just so that it'll like glide on here. We'll see what this looks like, but I'm gonna try this Billion Dollar Brows Mini Universal Brow Pencil. It's this brown color. When I first got this, I think it was in a BOXYCHARM and I really liked it for some reason. I really liked it. And then I used it one day and I was like, what? This is the worst brow product I've ever used. So we're gonna try and see what this does. It's not my favorite. Like I said, I don't know. I just can't get these soap brows to work. I like the way that they look. They just don't seem to work that well on me. I don't know if you can see it. Somehow that highlighter got all in my hair. So if you see like what looks like dandruff, it's glitter. Okay, I'm going to brush those through once again. They're definitely cementing. So I still like the end of my brows to be a little bit darker. So I am going to take the Colourpop brow pencil in black and brown. It's like super long, skinny pencil. I'm just going to do the tail ends. Okay, I think that they turned out not too bad. They definitely feel stuck to my face. Here's a super close-up for you that you probably weren't expecting. Just because this is such a simple look, I do want to throw on a liner and some lashes. Super excited. I just got some Glamnetic things. I got this on BOXYCHARM. Let's take a look at these lashes first before I throw those on. That could work. That could work. Okay, because I have nothing to do today, we're gonna go for it. That's why we're trying new things today, because I have nowhere to really be. So this is what the packaging looked like. Very cute. And then this is the Glamnetic Liner. So let's open it up. Okay, Okay, so it's like old school, classic liquid liner, like bringing me back to 8th grade liner every day life. Let's see if I can do this. Wow, I haven't done like a liquid liner in so long. I usually do like a felt tip pen. This is like kind of intimidating. Oh yeah, it's nice and black. I'm almost wondering if you should put down your liner that you want before putting this on and then putting this black liner on after. I am going to add a wing, but probably after. I do actually typically switch hands when I do my liner. I do have a couple of felt tip liners, but this one honestly has been the darkest that I own. And I don't know how to pronounce it. I've used it a million times and like I tag them on my Instagram all the time. This is the Duce Fierce and Fine graphic pen. And this is what the tip looks like. It's nice and sharp. So I am going to throw this wing on real quick. I'm not the best at wings and I don't claim to be, so don't judge mine. Okay, that looks decent. We'll try to replicate on the other eye. Pretty even for me. Like honestly though, mascara, lashes, they totally save a liner moment. So I'm not the best person to do eyeliner. I have kind of a hooded eye right where my liner would go. So that's typically my issue. And like no matter how hard I work, they never seem to quite match up. But I don't really care of like having a perfect wing. That's not something I strive for. So I usually get them pretty even and then I'm like, this is good enough for me. So because they're magnetic and like I want to use them again, I'm going to put my mascara on now. So I'm going to use the Urban Decay Perversion mascara. It's like this really big tube. The wand is massive. I have this stash of mascaras. I bought them all on sale and I was like, this is such a good deal. So I'm gonna have all these backup mascaras and like didn't think that I hadn't really tried them. And I do think that like I was thinking, oh, I'm gonna get to try all these new mascaras, but the thing about mascara is like once you find one that works, you don't really need to try anymore, you know? I mean, especially one that you love. Like I love the Benefit Roller Lash. It's my favorite mascara. It has been. I have like 2 backups right now, but I won't open them because I'm trying to be less wasteful and open one mascara at a time. And this one I hated when I first opened it, hated it. It was definitely one of those gets better with age mascaras. If that makes sense. Like, you know how some mascaras are so watery and then they start to like goop up a bit and you can actually get some good volume with them. It does define my lash pretty well, but I did not like this mascara. I would say for like the first week or so that I used it, I was like, oh gosh, what did I do to myself? But I do like it, actually. Okay, so those are the lashes for now. We are going to try these. I do want to let that liner, like, make sure it's dry before I stick the lashes in it. And I am going to tightline. I think that'll make a difference. So I'm going to use the Colourpop Creme liner in Swerve. I know I'm using a lot of Colourpop products today. I do love Colourpop, and I own a lot of their products, so... I've also been working on using liner without pulling at my eyes, but it definitely looks crazy. I am going to put some in my bottom waterline as well. I've been doing this a lot recently and I really like the way it looks. I think it just like completes your look. So I'm going to take the Elizabeth Mott Smooth Shadow Creamy Eye Pencil in Pearl. So it's like an eyeliner, but it's more nude than a white. And then I'm going to take another mascara because that wand is so giant. I take this telescopic Carbon Black, this L'Oreal Paris mascara. It's got such a teeny wand on it that I like to use it for my bottom lashes. Trying to decide what lip I want to do. So I'm going to take this NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in Whipped Caviar. I just like don't care about lip liners. Like I care about them in the way that I use them every time I do my makeup, but I don't care about like having like the Pat McGrath one or like the Natasha Denona ones. Like I'm not paying that much for a liner. So the NYX ones work great. The LA Girl ones work great. I will say that MAC is my favorite, but any one that's like just a pencil. It's just like a very pinky color. And then I'm going to take this Colourpop lippy stick in Sauce. This is like the pinkest color I own. So we're going to try it. And then I'm going to put this Dose of Colors. It's the color Glazed, but I don't know what it's their lipstick that looks like this. I don't like it, but it is like super light. So I'm hoping I can just lighten up this color. I hate that this like sticks out and you can't like roll it down. It like is just perpetually in the air. And so like I always feel like I'm gonna like smush it off with the cap. You have to be so careful putting that back on. So the color's there. I don't love it, but we're gonna put this Bretman Rock Wet n Wild gloss on top, and it's in Freaky. It's like the same. It's the Jungle Rock collection. I think it was limited edition, so I'm not sure if this is still available, but it's like that same icy color the highlighter is. You can tell they're like the same color. So I'm gonna take this, and hopefully this will make this look. Hopefully. Okay, I think that kind of like lightened it up to the point where it now matches the look. I'm happy with that. Okay, and now we're gonna throw the lashes on and see if they stick. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh my gosh. Seriously, did this just work? I mean, you definitely have to like place it down, but I am blown away. Blown away. Wow. Wow, I really like those. Okay, let me throw on a pair of earrings so I feel like complete, and then I'll come back and wrap this up. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot setting spray. So we're going to put on the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist. Bring out my handy fan. And that's the finished look, guys. So thank you for sitting through. If you made it to the end, thank you. Thanks for watching this kind of mess of a video that I had going on today. I had a lot of technical issues, but that's okay. I appreciate you coming and watching, and hopefully you'll stick around for the next one. If you like it, like, subscribe, do all the YouTube things. Hopefully I'll see you again in the next one. Bye. If it gets too dark